Hi friends, in this video we will discuss about graph and how the graph is represented in computer's memory. So first let us discuss about graph. Graph is a data structure. Graph is a data structure, one type of a data structure which is denoted by G VE, where V represents number of vertices also called as nodes, and E represents number of edges. In case of directed graph, if the graph is directed, means in this example there are two nodes U and V having a directed edge from U to V. That means we say that we traverse from U to V. Here set of vertices are U comma V and set of edges we represent it as E1. So set of edges is equals to E1. If two vertices when gets joined with an edge, so we called that these two vertices are adjacent to each other. So in case of directed graph, we can traverse from, in this graph we traverse from U to V because there is a directed edge from U to V. And in case of undirected graph, here in this example two nodes are there U and V, and as the edge is undirected, so we traverse from U to V as well as from V to U. Traversing is also possible in case of undirected graph. A graph is also a weighted graph. Weighted graph means a graph having some weights given to an edge is known as weighted graph. In this example, suppose 3. That means to traverse from U to V, the weight is given as a 3. So this is called as a weighted graph. Let us take one example. Suppose 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's an graph. And now we have to represent this graph in computer's memory. So to represent this graph in computer's memory, two most commonly used techniques are for representing graph in memory, means memory representation techniques are adjacency, matrix representation, and second one is adjacency least representation. Adjacency least representation. These are the two most common techniques which we used to represent any graph in computer's memory. So first we will discuss adjacency matrix representation. adjacency matrix representation of this graph is, as it's a matrix representation, so it takes square matrix. That means 2D matrix is required for representing this graph in computer's memory. So the size of square this two-dimensional matrix is the number of vertices in the graph is the size of that particular square matrix. So here V into V cross V is the dimension of this two-dimensional matrix to represent this graph in memory. So let us assume that here integer adjacency matrix gets represented by using an suppose here we use ADM to represent this adjacency matrix having how many number of vertices are there? Total number of vertices are 5. So 5 into 5. So 5 by 5 matrix, integer matrix is there to represent this graph having 4 number of columns and 4 number of rows are there. So to fill this adjacency matrix, we have to follow some rule, as if there is an edge from node U to node V, if there is an edge from node which initiated from U to V or V to U, then you have to specify 1 in this matrix. That means here U and V are the adjacent node or adjacent to each other. Adjacent node. Otherwise, if there is no link, if there is no edge, then we have to specify 0 if no edge. We have to follow these two rules while filling this adjacency matrix. So look at this matrix. As there is, first we have to check whether there is a loop in the matrix, in the given graph. Loop means the edge which originates and ends to the same node is called as a loop. So as this graph doesn't contains any loop, so from 0 to 0 there is no edge, so represent it with 0. If no edge from 0 to 0, then represent it by using 0. Then check out for from 0 there is an edge between, suppose assume this 0 as a U and this 1 as a V. If U to V, if there is an edge present between U to V, here U means 0 and V represents 1, it's U and it is V. If from 0 to 1, if there is an edge, then specify 1 in adjacency matrix. Then check for 0 to 2, is there any edge? Yes, so specify 1. From 0 to 3, yes, there is an edge, so specify 1. From 0 to 4, there is no direct edge from 0 to 4, so specify 0. From 1, now check out from 1, as 1 is a starting vertex, and from 1 to 0. From 1 to 0, is there any edge from 1 to 0? Yes, there is an edge. As the graph is undirected graph, means if there is an edge between 0 to 1, that means we say that there is an edge between 1 to 0 also in case of undirected graph. Then from 1 to 1, as there is a no loop, no self loop, so specify 0. Then from 1 to 2, from 1 to 2 there is no direct edge, so 0. From 1 to 3, yes, there is an edge. From 1 to 4, yes, there is an edge. Repeat same for the node 2. From 2 to 0, yes. From 2 to 1, there is no direct edge. From 2 to 3, from 2 to 2, there is no self loop, so specify 0. From 2 to 3, yes, there is an edge. From 2 to 4, yes. Similarly for 3, 3 to 0, yes. 3 to 1, yes, there is an edge. 3 to 2, yes. 3 to 3, as there is no self loop. From 3 to 4, no. Similarly from 4 to 0, there is no direct edge. From 4 to 1, yes, there is an edge. From 4 to 2, yes. From 4 to 3, no, there is no edge. From 4 to 2, 4 to 3, and as there is no self loop, so specify 4 to 4 as 0. So this is the adjacency matrix representation of the given graph. So what is the actual space which this graph takes while representing it into the computer or into the computer's memory? As there are in this graph, as there are 5 number of vertices and 5 number of vertices, and as it's a square matrix, so 5 rows and 5 columns are there. So to represent this graph, this dense graph in computer's memory, it takes theta n square time. Now let us discuss adjacency list representation for the same graph. Now adjacency list representation of this graph. To represent the graph using list, we use the concept of linked list, and for each vertex one linked list would be maintained. For each vertex one list or one linked list is maintained. As there are 5 number of vertices, 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So 4 separate linked lists are there. So to represent this using list, we use linked list. From 0 to 1, there is a link. So from 0 to 1, there is a link. From 0 to 2 and 0 to 3. Then from 1, there is a link. As it's an undirected graph, so there is a link from 0 to 1. Similarly, we can say that there is a link from 1 to 0 also. So from 1, there is a link present towards 0. Then from 1 to 3, there is a direct edge. And from 1 to 4. And as there is no edge, then we have to, after 3, so we have to specify null. From 2, is there any edge? From 2, there is an edge to direct edge present to 0, 3 and 4. From 2 to 0, then from 2 to 3 and from 2 to 4. Now check for 3. There is a link from 3 to 0, 1 and 2. We can specify them in any order. Order doesn't matters. So 0, 1 and 2. Then from 4, there is a direct edge between 1 and 2, 4 to 1 and 4 to 2, then null. So to represent this adjacency list, the space taken is theta v plus 2e. V, here V indicates total number of vertices and plus 2e. Why this 2e? Because as it's an undirected graph, so here there is a link from, or there is an edge from 0 to 1. Similarly, there is a link from 0 to 1. In the same way, we say that there is a link from 1 to 0 also. From 1 to 0 there is a link. So that's why we specify as it's a bidirectional, or no direction is given. In that case we can traverse in both the direction, that means from 0 to 1 as well as from 1 to 0. That's why here plus 2e is there. So this is all about graph and the representation technique of a graph. And then in next video we will discuss about traversing techniques of a graph.